was making lunch, there was the food, and I shouted, "No!" as if the food was attacking me. Hi there, my name is Stacey. I am determined to overcome obesity and live life to the fullest. I post a new video every week talking about my weight loss journey and how to lose weight, so make sure to hit the subscribe, turn on the notifications so that you know when the next video comes out. This is part 4 of 5 things you need to know to lose weight. So when I started my weight loss journey, I had a plan and quickly learned that in order to follow through, mentality is important. I talk about why in one of my other videos, and you'll definitely want to go and check that out, so I'll link it up here for you. In this video, I'll share how to mentally and physically be prepared for resistance in facing those hard situations or those moments when you want to give up on your weight loss journey. When you have a vision, you have to expect that there will come a time when it gets hard. And that's okay, because honestly, you're probably doing something right. You just need to have a plan and be mentally prepared for what to do when it gets hard, when you face that resistance. Resistance is when your body is not complying with the changes that you're trying to make and fights back. Think of withdrawal symptoms. That's a good example of resistance. And throughout all the resistance that you'll face, you always have a choice, which is why you need to be prepared and have a plan so that you don't give in to excuses. And ladies, I know that we can give some good excuses. So when I started my weight loss journey, I cut everything out cold turkey. I mean, no sugar, no coffee, no processed foods, just completely cut it out. And boy, did my body hate me for it. I mean, the headaches that I had, the physical pain that I was in, it was just absolutely insane. Thankfully, I was already prepared and knew that it was going to be like this for a few days. And I chose to just power through it. Well, it was a little bit more like cry through it when it lasted more than just a few days, but I did get through it. And honestly, I could have given up and wanted to give up even. But literally, right on the other side of that resistance was the best feeling I ever had. And I began to realize that I could actually accomplish something. And that's why you need to have a plan. Because during that resistance and when it gets hard, instead of giving up, if you push through with what you have planned, you'll start to see for yourself that you're actually getting somewhere. And my goodness, it's the best feeling ever. So here's another example. Recently, I started the Chloe Ting challenge. I talk about it in this video, and I knew going into it that I would start feeling sore. Oh yeah, did I feel sore. Even that next morning with trying to get out of bed. But my mind was already prepared. Instead of crying in pain, well, not crying, but you know what I mean. I made it a cry of victory instead, because I was finally using muscles that needed to be worked and hadn't been used in a long time. So to prepare for that resistance, let me ask you, what things are on your plan that is so different from what you are already doing that you can expect that you might face resistance with? What might trigger you to go back to your old habits? And what can you do to get through those hard times in a positive way? Another example, I'm around kids and make their lunch sometimes. You know, the kid favorites like chicken nuggets, french fries, waffles, etc. Well, they're not just kid favorites, they're my favorites too, and honestly found myself eating some of them also. This was during a certain part of my plan. If you want a video about the plan that I was on, let me know in the comments below, where I was keeping track of how my body was responding to certain foods, and this just totally threw everything off. So I had to come up with a plan to fight back this resistance. I envisioned in my mind making lunch the next day, and I envisioned literally saying no out loud and walking by the food and not eating any of it. And honestly, I chuckled to myself the next day when I was making lunch, there was the food, and I shouted no, as if the food was attacking me, but I walked by it and did not eat it just as I had envisioned. That was a great plan for me, and honestly, I've used that strategy many times. Another way to be prepared for that resistance is meal prep. Have your food already prepared in advance so that you can grab that instead. Even have your workplace or your car stocked with foods that are according to your meal plan. This way, you're not going to the corner store or the vending machine, which usually has junk in it anyway. All of these plans are to build up that mental muscle of discipline to say no to anything that does not support your vision. I actually talk about supporting your vision in my last video, which I'll link at the end and up here so that you can go check that out. Thank you for watching part 4 of 5 things you need to know to lose weight. Be prepared for resistance. Don't forget to hit the like button and leave a nice comment down below. I love to hear from you guys.